Jack it up.
Alright, what's up everybody? It's GanKsy. Welcome back to another PUBG Mobile
live custom room scrim stream. Tonight we are doing it live for Royal Flush in the Royal Flush scrims. We got a bunch of teams in here tonight. I'm just gonna go through the list of the sweaty top tier Asia teams we have in here tonight. We've got Royal Flush official, the main lineup of the Royal Flush clan. We've got Royal Flush Diamonds, which is the second lineup for Royal Flush. We've got Straight Flush, which is the casual team for Royal Flush. Now look, if you want to join this fantastic clan, the link to their Discord is in the description of this video, so you can join up there. We're just waiting for everybody to get into the lobby before we kick things off. We've also got Red Dot Basics. They're in slot number 5 here. In slot number 6, we've got No Mercy. Team 7 is 200 MS, repping the high ping here on the Asia server. Slot number 8, we've got Velocity Esports. Team number 9 is going to be Zero Def, one of our PMCO teams from the wildcard region. Not here yet is in team number 10 is Victor Gaming, another fantastic Oceania team. In slot number 11, we're waiting for Echelon Gaming. Team number 12, that's going to be the Donkers, DONKERS. That's right, the Donkers. Get donked, hashtag. Team 13 from Hell, PMCO Global finalists from the Spring Split 2019 season. Team number 14, we've got Cosmonauts, another fantastic team from the Oceania region. Just waiting an extra minute while we get everybody in here. Team 15, we've got Hideout Esports. 16, Velociraptors, another Australian Oceania team. In Team 17, we've got Eclair, another powerhouse from the OCE region. Team 18, Killer Shot. Seen these guys lately, putting in work. Of course, well known to all, Rogue Nation, team number 19. Team 20, Mongolians, and we can only guess where they're from. Team 21, we've got Trojan. Team 22, Gracious Officials. Team 23 is AKA. Team 24 is AKA as well, which stands for All Knights Assembled, if anyone was wondering. And in slot number 25, we've got Watch My GP, another PMCO team. So we're just going to check. Nobody's in slot 1. We are ready to kick things off for Vikendi on our first match. Let's go. Let me just check the chat. That's some love for Royal Flush in there. What's up, Armstrong Gaming? Hope you're doing well, buddy. We got some love for the Cosmonauts in the chat as well. Yeah, Cosmonauts been doing really well lately. Definitely a team you want to keep your eye on. Welcome everybody, if you're just joining now. My name's GanKsy. I'm going to be streaming the Royal Flush scrims tonight. Hope you're all having a fantastic start to the week. I'm filling in for our boy Armstrong. I was talking to him today about maybe doing some geocasting in the future. I think that'd be pretty dope to set that one up. Did some geocasting with Simsy on the weekend, and yeah, it was fantastic. A lot of fun. Let's go Donkers in the chat. All right, we got this flight path more towards the southern part of the Vikendi Island here. Just going from Peshkova to Milnar. Donkers. It's the sound the pan makes when it's hitting your head. Donk. I like it. I want to see some pan action in the final circle from them. We've got a few teams already out of the plane. We might be with 86 players and 23 teams in the lobby. We are absolutely guaranteed to see some early game action. We've got a couple of teams heading towards Trebno in the northern part of the map. Cosmonauts facing up against Red Dot Basics in Peshkova by the look of it. We've got a few teams heading towards Podvosto in the center of the map. Rogue Nation look like they're going for a split drop down in the southern part. They're near Hideout Esports, who've made their way to Hot Springs, also in the southern part. The battle already looks to be happening in Podvosto between Mongolians, and we've got our first circle as well. So circle 1 has popped, and it is in the northern half of the map, dead centered on Podvosto. So quite a few teams already in the circle. Some teams will need to make rotations quite soon. So we've got a battle occurring here near coal mine. It looks like Velociraptors losing a player early on, going down to no mercy. The rest of their players will be rotating away. This is near coal mine in the northern part of the map near Cosmodrome. Does look like Velociraptors have gotten away there. That was a good move to just continue going. You don't want to keep fighting early game when nobody has loot. Down here in the southern part of the map at Mavatra. This is a favoured looting spot of Team Eclair. They're sharing their space with AKA and team number 21 Trojans. So these guys are going to have to be pretty careful because Eclair know this place quite well. Shots already going out. Does look like Trojans are quite separated here. Eclair very grouped up. Lionel a little bit separated from the rest of his team, but it looks like the rest of these other teams have backed off, giving up Mavatra for Eclair. We'll have a look around the map. We'll see if there's any other action. We've got a couple of teams. Hacker Isu getting a knock onto Opdex. Opdex quite separated. Hacker Isu now pushing in, going for the confirm there. Opdex very separated from Faker. Doesn't look like Faker's going to be able to get the revive here or provide any kind of defense, and Faker's been taken out as well. They were only a duo. Eclair picking up 2 kill points early game, getting the squad wipe there. That's Trojan out in game number 1. That's in last place. They're gonna have to really pick it up in match number 2. It's going to affect their standings. We can see AKA now just rotating away, not wanting to challenge this team early game. Well, it does look like we've got a battle brewing in some of the other parts of the map. Zero Def taking some early casualties as well. Cosmodrome, an interesting place to fight. Not somewhere a lot of teams like fighting early game. Royal Flush, the main lineup. AKA in a tight pattern here. Smoko looking for an angle from the side. AV doing the same thing. Goldie, Sun, Wiz. Just holding that building there. Smoko knocked by Summit. Summit going for the instant confirm there. Caught out trying to get a flanking angle. It was a risky move and it didn't pay off in this situation. Royal Flush taken down to 3 players. AKA still a full team looking to pick apart the rest of Royal Flush here. Wiz holding an angle here. He's got the MP5 and the AKM. Able to do a lot of damage at the short to mid range here. If he spots out one of these members of AK, he can get an easy knock. They have managed to dodge that one out though. AV creeping around the side. Smart pushing in though. AV just holding an angle. He's blocking Royal Flush from disengaging from this fight and not able to back away here. Sunno has the right idea, getting a bit of an aerial advantage. If he can spot one of the members of AKA out, he could open this one up for a push. Get a bit of revenge. Royal Flush getting absolutely surrounded here now. AKA taking all angles. Summit going for a flank. They're playing this one very carefully after getting that initial kill. They haven't decided to push. They're looking for that next knock. They are pushing closer and closer. They've circled. Summit's been knocked. Kush has been knocked. This is what Royal Flush need now to push onto AV. AV separated from the rest of his team. Wiz goes in, gets the third knock. This is exactly what Royal Flush need right now. They've gotten a squad wipe as well. AKA taken out in 19th position. Royal Flush losing one player, but coming out on top in the end. Just holding their position defensively, waiting for AKA to make the crucial mistake that they did. They claim Cosmodrome for themselves. Meanwhile, we've got Velociraptors near the coal mine, still fighting no mercy. Godang's been knocked. MF, the last player. It's got a free X. It's got the free time scope on the AKM. A lot of recoil on the AKM. It's a very hard gun to control at range. If you do manage to land a couple of shots, that's an easy knock. In a 1v4 situation, that's the sort of damage you want to be doing. No mercy now pushing up. Godang confirmed. They're going to have to cross in open though. Shark spotted out. The AKM, the perfect weapon at this range. Unsolved though, deals the final blow. Velociraptors. We'll have to see them in game number 2. No mercy picking up a squad wipe there. It was a good knock though. The AKM, very difficult weapon to control. So we can see the first circle is now moving in. We've got teams rotating in all across the map. Velocity Esports holding that north corner. Eco quite separated from the rest of his team. Mongolians and Cosmonauts close by as Cosmonauts make their rotation towards the center of the zone. Yeah, Armstrong will be streaming next week. I look for. I mean, I like casting, but I look forward to seeing Armstrong back so I can play in these scrims. But yeah, thanks for the opportunity, Armstrong. I really appreciate it, and yeah, I can't wait to see your stream when you get your new streaming setup. It's going to be dope. You got a really good setup. We've got an engagement here between From Hell, one of the strong teams. Carly getting to confirm onto Zephyr. So the rest of the boys roll into action. Whitey, Kar98. Jeez, if he managed to get that knock there. Whips out the G36C. You're using big trouble, Whitey. getting to confirm their action. Hunting down the last player from Royal Flush Diamonds. Hayato running for his life. Zigzagging as the spray comes out, but Kanek able to get the final kill there from Hell. Not a team you want to be coming up against early game. From Hell. These guys are quite the team, qualifying for the global finals in the first spring split. They came second in Europe after Team Unique. Absolute beasts of players here. They're up against Straight Flush as well. They're very close to them here at Villa. I don't know if they realise there's a team here. I'm not sure if Straight Flush have heard them as well, but they're going to rotate out, make their way into zone. Feel like Straight Flush has dodged a bullet there. Oh, we've had a squad wipe as well. 200 MS. Wiping out a team at Mount Kresnik. From Hell making their way into circle. Looking for a compound near the middle of zone. And right next to them is team number 22. Is that Trojan? No, that's Gracious Officials. Gracious Officials. Did they spot that rotation? Hell, yeah, they didn't like the look of that compound. They've moved to another compound further up the hill. We've got Watch My GP, Watch My Gameplay nearby. There in Podvosto. Teams now making their rotations into the second circle. Rogue Nation on the far side near Cement Factory. Just starting to make their way in. Got team number 8. Velocity Esports here. Nearby Mongolians in a compound. Wonder if they're aware that there's another team nearby. Oh, I love casting. Armstrong, I really enjoy it. Let me know how I sound. I've tried to put the radio announcer effect onto my microphone. Give a setup tour. Yeah, I want to see a setup tour of Armstrong's setup. I'm actually a little bit jealous, to be honest. His graphics card's an absolute beast with the NVENC 2. And we've got Mongolians here. Ego leading the charge, scouting for his team. Oh, Riz. One of the members of Royal Flush, spotted by No Mercy. Goldie and Sun now, the last two players. Looking for a spot in zone. Teams just flying around. Teams just looking for a safe place. With a minute on the clock before the next circle shifts, No Mercy down the hill. They were able to catch one player, Wiz, on the rotation. From Hell. From Hell. No Mercy now. Spotting another team here unsolved. They've seen Velocity Esports on the other side of the river. 2 knocked. Goldie and Sun taken out by 200 MS. That's Royal Flush Official out in 14th position. Jaeger and Hazzy making the push. They've smelt blood. Hazzy's just hanging out the side of the Dacia with the 4X. Triggs going for the revive. Scorch and Ego. Triggs now knocked. The rest of No Mercy pushing across the riverside, unsolved. Scorch has been knocked. It's only Ego left. And he's spotted out by Jaeger. No Mercy take another skull. 11 kills on the board already in the mid-game. All they need is some placement points on top, and that could be them sitting at the top of the leaderboards. Velocity Esports going out early, 13th position. They're going to have to pick it up in the next game. Meanwhile, AKA, Needham's the last player in his team. He's moved into Villa, and we saw before that Straight Flush were in Villa. I don't think his team realised. They must have found out the hard way by the looks of it. Needham trying to do his best impression of a piece of furniture here and make no noise whatsoever. Straight Flush are hunting. They must know he's in here. Yeah, Needham's decided to leg it. He's on the Foot Falcon now. He's going to have to make his way, rotate around. Straight Flush, very defensive here, holding Villa in zone. Only half of this compound is in the next circle. We're in circle 4 now, and it's closing in. Teams now pushing into circle. We've got to watch my gameplay. Looking a bit worse for wear. They've taken a few bullets on the rotation. Possibly the result of driving past From Hell. 200 MS on the hilltop. These boys have angles on From Hell. Eats and Gin. Fire a few shots. Trying to catch a knock. Whitey though has the M24. If he gets a headshot, that's an instant knock on a level 2 helmet. Suwoo has a different angle up there on the hill. If he rotates a little bit more to the side, he might be able to deal some damage. Although No Mercy now at the top of Mount Kresnik. They could third party this fight. They hear the shots. They could sandwich 200 MS between two teams that they don't want to be in between. From Hell. Interested in watch my gameplay as well. Mondo almost getting a knock onto Carly. Circle is shifted again, and From Hell in the dead center of Circle 5. Rogue Nation in the north of the zone making their rotation. The path is clear, but there's no compounds. They could crash right into watch my gameplay. Max official. Team 22. That's gracious officials. Where are Rogue Nation headed? They could be in trouble. Pulling up next to two teams. Watch my gameplay would have seen that. Mondo getting a knock onto Aussie. Firsted as well. Hell stealing the kill. Carly's been knocked, peaking a little bit too long. 200 MS. Goku rotating around. He's probably just realised that there's an entire team of Watch My Gameplay in the compound in front of them. No mercy in an engagement now with 200 and MS. Jaeger's been taken out. Unsolved knocked. Eats down to a shred of HP from hell, third partying this fight. Suwu with the M249 in a 1v1 against Hazy from No Mercy. Suwu's going for the reload too. If Hazy hears that and spots it out, he'll go for the push here. Hazy spotted out though by Eights. Shark. No Mercy taken out by 200 MS. Getting the squad pipe there. They go out in 11th place. 200 MS. One player remaining. We're down to 10 teams. 9 teams. 0 death going out as well. From hell with a commanding position in the center of zone. They've been blessed with multiple shifts. All these other teams now having to make rotations in 40 seconds left on the clock. Rogue Nation trapped by Watch My Gameplay. Both of these teams know each other from the spring split of PMCO. Meanwhile, Arceus, final player of Echelon. Oh, he's the only player. He's a solo at the edge of circle here, going up against Straight Flush. Straight Flush have finally moved out of Villa. Picking up a quick kill there. They're going to have to get a move on foot too with no vehicles. That's going to make things difficult. Down to 8 teams. Only 2 compounds in zone. Well, these teams are going to have to get past the gatekeepers. Watch My GP and From Hell. They hold the keys to the kingdom of this final 7th circle. Mongolians creeping forward. Rogue Nation just managing to get in. From Hell. They have a good position with some cover there from Hell. Action. Goes nades down. But he's got to worry about Straight Flush now moving into position. Nerzed from Watch My GP knocked. He's paid the price for standing on the top of that roof. Action. Getting the final confirmed there onto Straight Flush. 5 teams remaining. There's a minute left on the clock now. From Hell, the only team in circle. Aussie trying to depend the push from Whitey. Whitey spots him out. Action. Pushing in. Meanwhile, Mongolians battling to make their way into circle. S6X, the last player. Watch My GP. They're not in the circle. They're going to have to rotate in. From Hell are distracted as well. This is their opportunity. Mondo. Vortex pushing in. They could crash the compound. They could take on Kanek. He's by himself. From Hell have been distracted by all these other teams. They've forgotten to pay attention to Watch My Gameplay. Watch My Gameplay now pushing into the compound. Taking up Mondo and Vortex. Taking up defensive positions. This is a distraction that the other teams need as well. Goku making their way into circle. Nurzed and Shogun holding the edge. Vortex just holding an angle. Action pushes in. Mondo now in a 1v4. Charlie spots him out. He jumps out. Had the Groza from hell though. Clean it up. Three teams remaining. Nurzed taken out from hell are in charge of this circle with one player remaining. It's in there. Spots out Kanek. But from hell taking out game number one. They were blessed with multiple circles and they've cleaned it up on the kill points. 9 kills, 13, 18 kill points. That is a commanding lead for From Hell at the top of the leaderboard. All right, that's game number one done and dusted. We'll be back just after a quick break for game number two. Thanks everybody who's tuned into the stream so far. If you haven't already, please like the video and subscribe to my channel so you get notifications of whenever we go live. I'll just save these scores and then we'll go to a quick break. We'll get the next room set up and we'll have the next map ready to go. All right, we'll be back after a short break. Thanks everybody who's tuned in so far.
I've been running around in circles, trying to find you, it's feeling eternal. I don't wanna live like this. My life feels empty, you're what I miss. I'm standing here all alone, waiting for someone to make me feel at home. I've been craving for somebody to hold me.
Yo, what's up? We are back, just getting things ready for game number 2. It's going to be on Sandhawk, and that first match was wild. We had Hell coming in first place with 18 kills. Absolutely fragging out there. They had a solid position, getting zone after zone and just taking full advantage of their positioning to just rack up the kills. And yeah, it was a good effort by Straight Flush as well. What position did Straight Flush come? They were in 6th position, so getting some good placement points there for Straight Flush. That's the casual team. So yeah, if you're interested in joining Royal Flush, it's a fantastic clan. There's a link in the description to their Discord server, so you can join up on their Discord server, and all the information is in there. Where to go, what to do, who to talk to, how to do it, all the rest of it. And I was talking to Smoko in the break, and Smoko told me his team is all playing on phones tonight. So some of his team, not all of them, normally play on iPads, but I believe they are preparing for PMCO. So some of them are playing on phones tonight. And hey, I remember when I first started playing on a phone, it is a bit different. Like I was already using gyroscope on my iPad, but yeah, it was a bit of a transition. I did struggle for quite a while there to get used to playing on a much smaller screen as well. Like playing on an iPad, it's like playing on a flat screen TV, man. Like I used to just see stuff, and people would be like, how do you see that guy? And now I'm on a phone, people that are on iPads, they'll be like, there's a guy over there, and I'll be like, where? Like, I don't know. So I understand, you know, they went out a little bit early in the first game, but you know, if they are using devices that they're not used to, it's understandable that these things happen. So we're just getting ready to kick things off for game number 2 on Sandhawk. Just waiting for all the teams to get in there. We're going to start it off when nobody's in slot 1, so we're going to kick things off right now. And Mad Dog Smoko has not downloaded the map. Oh, man. We've got people coming in. How long do you reckon it will take Smoko to download the map? Should we wait for Smoko? I mean, you guys are on a 2-minute delay, so I'm not going to get your answer in time. Alright, Smoko says 10 seconds for him to download Sandhawk. Luckily, Sandhawk is the smallest map, so it will take the least amount of time to download. I'm trying to message him. He said maybe 20 seconds. Oh, it's turning into 20 seconds. Well, yeah, they did make good use of the circle by constantly being in the middle of it. Or the circle constantly being in the middle of them. I don't know. So which is Royal Flush? Royal Flush official in slot 2. He says it's 75%. We're getting up to date status updates of Smoko's Sandhawk map download. We've even got players from other teams coming into the lobby, and he's in. All right, let's go. It says he still hasn't downloaded the map. Oh man, wait, what? He said he downloaded the wrong map. Oh man, I can't even. He downloaded Miramar. I'm not making this stuff up. I'm legit not making this stuff up. I'm putting it on 1.2x. You couldn't make this stuff up. You legit could not make this stuff up. And we've still got players from other teams making their way into the lobby. Like, how late do people expect to show up to a custom room? And who gets Miramar mixed up with Sandhawk? Like, there's a difference between Miramar and Sandhawk. I don't know if you guys have noticed the difference. Miramar has a little bit less grass than Sandhawk, I've noticed. I've tried going prone on Miramar a couple of times before, and it just doesn't seem to work out. You are going to find out how long Armstrong. The stream just caught up. It took longer than it should have. All right, so we are in on Sandhawk. Man, the funniest thing I've ever seen in PUBG Mobile esports history was in the PMCO, and everybody that played in PMCO would remember this in the regional finals. It was the first day, and the guy that organizes it, the guy that was hosting the rooms, hadn't downloaded the map. I don't know if this is funny, but what made it even more ironic was he had kicked an entire team before because one of them hadn't done something, And he was like, this is PMCO. We're supposed to be super organized. And then the next game, he hadn't even downloaded the map. And it was just like, you've got to be kidding me. This is like, if anybody is going to be organized, it should be Tencent, right? We all know Tencent. Nothing ever goes wrong in their game. Of course, their competitions would be the most organized. So we've got a flight path straight down the guts. It's Sandhawk. People can jump wherever they want. Doesn't matter where the plane goes. The plane could fly off the side of the map that we can't even see, and people would still be able to land where they want. We've got cosmonauts heading straight down to Cow. We've got a Claire out of the plane heading towards Hartin. There, side by side with Velocity Esports. Zero death in a trash looting spread out position from hell. The winners of last game making their way to Paradise Resort. We've got Royal Flush Diamonds making their way towards Camp Alpha with AKA, and nobody's gone to boot camp. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. Why would you go to boot camp in a scrim? What's the point of that? These guys are sweating it out. No mercy going to Sami with 200 MS. Watch my gameplay with Team 22, which is Gracious Officials heading to Camp Charlie with Rogue Nation. Rogue Nation, like, what are Rogue Nation doing? Are they actually... Oh, okay. I was wondering whether they were actually still on the map. It was hard for me to see. Whatever. Look at that. Okay, so we've got a lot of teams in close proximity to each other. We've got Royal Flush Official in the Sami area as well. Because we know Royal Flush Official go to Sami. It's a favoured looting location of them. And who are No Mercy and 200 MS to challenge them in that in their favoured looting location? We saw them drop there a couple of times with other teams and make mincemeat of them. But here we've got Velociraptors, Gracious Official, and Watch My Gameplay in Camp Charlie. I'm not a big fan of landing in the camps. Mondo does, though. He's got a knock onto Fredo with the frag grenade. Mondo's going in. He's got another frag grenade. People are shooting. There's no windows there. He's realised there's no windows, and he's going up. And two for a bit of a spray. There's one knock player and another knock player. The Saigo 12K automatic shotgun, not enough to prevent the relentless push of Watch My Gameplay. That's Gracious Official on the ropes. One of their other players is knocked, and Velociraptors now want a piece of the action. C47 God. Psycho. They've lost another player. Watch My Gameplay fighting a battle on two fronts here against Velociraptors and Gracious Official. Who will come out on top in Camp Charlie? Indo and Legend rezzed up, healing. Watch My Gameplay quite separated here. Velociraptors holding a tight pattern. Psycho was knocked but has been revived. Back on his feet. Nerzado catches an easy knock through the window. Shogun now pushing forward. Gets the final confirm. Watch My Gameplay. Godang's been knocked from Velociraptors. Velociraptors and Watch My Gameplay teams, they've fought each other many times before in these scrims. Mondo looking to take a flanking position around the side. Quickly ducks back in though. He was quite exposed there, Psycho. Looking to get a bit of elevation here. C47 Gold holding an angle, preventing the push. Godang now looking for a flank. Mondo's on the rooftops, pushing forward, putting a bit of pressure onto Velociraptors. Spot Psycho, C47 God gets one knock. That'll be the call for Watch My Gameplay to push in. Mondo's been knocked over. The refrag has come out. Nerzado trying to defend as Mondo crawls off the roof. Shogun in the back line. He needs to get in. He needs to get into the fight and join the fray. Velociraptors have revived. They're 4-man strong again. Watch my gameplay though. They have to get a revive onto Mondo. C47 God doesn't have meds. He's not healing up. Resources are limited early game. And C47 God with such low HP. Godang's been knocked out by Shogun. Vortex pushing around the side. C47 God on such low HP. He's not going to be able to do a good job of defending. Vortex goes round the back, catches him from the side. No, he's still up, has been knocked. Psycho now taken out. Watch my gameplay with the double squad wipe early game. That's 8 kills on the board. No mercy, meanwhile. They are getting out of dodge. They do not like this corner of the map. Rogue Nation making their way into circle. There's a lot of congestion in this southern part of the circle as Royal Flush official. No mercy, 200 MS. And watch my gameplay push in. Goku getting involved with watch my gameplay now. Rogue Nation looking to take advantage of a weakened watch my gameplay here. Goku spots Nursed through the window, doesn't connect. Peppering each side, looking for the peak. Vortex now taking the flank on the side, looking for a defensive angle. Right, they are in the first circle though. The blue will not hit these teams. Rogue Nation, if they play their cards right, they can gatekeep. Watch my gameplay. Keep them here in Camp Charlie. Next circle has shifted. Unsolved, though, from behind. Unsolved getting a knock and a confirm onto Aussie. No mercy. Able to pick off an easy kill there. Rogue Nation paying too much attention to watch my gameplay. Circle has shifted, and it's shifted far to the north, these teams. Psy spotting out a player from Team 18, killer shot. The rest of Rogue Nation playing on their phones tonight, practicing for PMCO. They're going to take the opportunity of the knock to reposition, not pushing open. Soul Hunter spotted out, taken out by Sun though. And the circle has shifted far to the north. A lot of teams in the north able to make easy rotations. Psy taking down a 1 HP. Soul Hunter and Young, they can't get revived. They're in open. They'll be easy confirms for Royal Flush. Smoko's made his way across the river. RB and M17 to God, they are looking to at least get a revive onto Soul Hunter. That's not a good idea. Royal Flush, they are going to find all the angles they need, and God taking out Royal Flush, taking the scalps of Killer Shot, going out there in 19th position. Royal Flush looking to make a statement in this game number 2. They went out early in game number 1. They did get a squad wipe though. Meanwhile, on the north side of the circle, Eclair are going up against Zero Death. Lionel getting a knock. Onto Prasan in open. Spotted out Sangnam, the last player of Zero Death. He's going to back off. Make his way into the circle through a much safer route than having to push through Eclair. Lionel looking for the next player. He might spot him out of the top corner of his eye. No, he doesn't see him. Circle closing in now. There's still quite a cluster of teams here in the southern corner of the map near Quarry. A lot of these teams are going to be crashing into each other very shortly. From Hell, meanwhile, they once again are in the middle of the zone. Teams are going to have to stop them holding that central zone position. Royal Flush, they're about to enter another engagement here. They're quite close to AKA All Knights Assemble. All Knights Assemble have a good compound. Red Dot in the vicinity as well. Smoko caught in open. The shots are going to draw the attention of Red Dot as well. Watch my GP. They might just rotate past unannounced. Yes, they've gone around the other side of Quarry. They want to focus on the zone, and with 60 seconds on the clock, that's not the worst idea in the world either. Some AKA as well, looking to make a move towards Circle. Circle just to the north of this location. Red Dot now in an engagement with Royal Flush official. Panda Face getting a knock. That's team number 12. The Donkers. The Donkers. Panda Face getting a second knock. Refrag comes in from Suraj. Suraj looking to go for the confirm. While pushing down the hill, there's free knocked on the side of AKA. Suraj is the last player. Suraj with the micro Uzi pushes up. Gets one knock. Can you get? You can't get me. No, you can't get me. Able to confirm the squad wipe there. We'll be able to get the revive onto Walb. Suraj almost had him. The problem with the micro Uzi is though you run out of bullets pretty fast, and if the other player's got a gun like an AKM, and that's Red Dot taken out by Royal Flush official. Royal Flush official. Need to be careful. Watch my gameplay. Pushing down the hill. Nerzed spotting side. Just misses him. Circle about to close in. Watch my gameplay. Pushing up. Smoko gets the knock onto Nerzed. The blue, though, is closing in. Vortex comes round, trying to get the refrag. Knocked as well by Sai. Royal Flush of stepping up in this game number 2. Looking to make up for their past performance in game number 1. 6 kills on the board already. Watch my gameplay in big trouble here. Mondo and Shogun. Mondo, snake in the grass. It's going to be difficult to spot him. He's going to be able to catch them rotating in. Sun and Sai and Smoko pushing up the hill now. They've found him. He's caught out. Shogun. Hideout Esports on the opposing ridgeline. 200 MS as well, making their way in. And Hideout catch the last player from Watch My Gameplay. Watch My Gameplay had a fantastic performance in game number 1. They came 3rd. Going out, 16th position. That's going to hurt their standings on the leaderboard. Royal Flush now know there's another team. They know it's Hideout Esports. They would have seen the kill feed. And Goldie getting the first knock. They've got 30 seconds on the clock. They're going to have to fight and run. Sai getting another knock as well. He's tagged down to 1 HP. Sun pushing forward as fast as he can. Trying to get a right angle onto Hideout Esports. Never, though, could spot him out. Sun, if he doesn't see Never could see him. Never's got the rock for cover. The nade. That was where Sun was, not where he was going to be. Royal Flush able to make the rotation past Hideout Esports. If they get in front of Hideout Esports, that's big trouble for them. These two teams in a race against Zone. Donkers as well. You can't get me. You can't get me with the bolt action. Looking for the style points. 0 there. Was that... Who got that knock then? Was that Mongolian or Hell? You've got to be kidding me. Did Hell get that knock? Oh, they're fighting... They're fighting another team. They're fighting AKA here inside circle. From Hell defending their position in zone. Circle is closing in now. Eclair about to crash in to Royal Flush and Hideout Esports. Zeno holding the compound. Zeno going for the confirm. Lionel cooks the grenade. They don't know he's in the sniper tower. That nade could be good. Goes a little bit too fast. Sai and Sun, they're the last players. They need to get into cover. Circle has shifted as well. It's shifted onto From Hell. From Hell getting circle after circle again. This is their lucky day. Lionel knocked and firsted. He was holding his own grenade. Sun, the last player. No, size up as well. Shots from the opposing hill. That's From Hell. Looking to get a bit of this action. Looking to third party. Steal a kill. Get a player knocked or steal a knocked. .200 MS now pushing in circle. These teams don't want to be caught in the blue in circle 5. This circle is going to do so much damage. 200 MS. Third partying it, but Eats getting the last kill onto Sai. Eats getting Zeno. They've got no hope of making it into circle, but they're just trying to rack up the kills. They've got 11 on the board already. Eats just able to get a first aid kit off. Haz is still in the blue as well. Down to 7 teams. This has been absolutely vicious fighting here on the edge of circle. Hell have the next one. It doesn't look like 200 MS will make it in. Hell looking very strong with 8 kills already. Haz is doing to 200 MS what they did to him, but Playzone steals the kills. We're down to 5 teams already. AKA, Eclair, Straight Flush, and Cosmonauts. Cosmonauts been very quiet in this game. The action is just too fast-paced on Sandhawk to keep up with it all. Hazza taken out by Playzone. That's Eclair in 5th position. Cosmonauts, 4-man strong. They could take out this game. These solo players could cause a lot of trouble for From Hell. Kanek hits the ground. Extremer, they're all on the ground now. The circle's done all the work. Cosmonauts looking to make their way in. Gill leads the charge up the hill. Just getting into circle. Whoever gets the next circle, that could be the team that takes out game number 2 on Sandhawk. Cosmonaut spot out From Hell. Shots are traded. Blanco's taken down to half HP. Summit from the side. If Gill spots him out, that's an easy kill. He's in the blue. Gill does spot him. 1 HP. He's able to get behind the rock, and he's in the next circle as well. Whitey, Carly pushing up onto Cosmonauts. Whitey and Carly Legend, Gil, Blancos, all using rocks as cover here. Extreme on the ground. He's not able to do much here. Nays going out from both teams, looking to pick a player out and get a knock. 2 seconds left on the clock. Hell are holding this circle 7. They've got 3 players, but they have all the angles here to stop Cosmonauts moving forward. Carly, that was a beautiful nade, taking him down to 1 HP. Koenig getting a knock onto Legend. Beast tagged up by Carly. Carly gets Gil as well. Blanco's the last player remaining. Carly's going to spot him out. Cosmonauts go down to From Hell. There's only 1 player left. Whitey can just run down here. Finish the game. The nade. If that's cooked perfectly, it goes too far. Carly pushes in. Summit gets the knock. If he goes for the confirm, that's at least a kill point for him. This could be the clutch. Summit clutches it up. AKA take out game number 2. Summit there in a 1v3 clutch against From Hell. That's the team on the top of the leaderboard. That's the team to beat. I was not expecting that at all. That gameplay from Summit there. He was 1 HP. And he got two players from Hell. That was insane gameplay. Wow, what did I just see? That was amazing. From Hell though, they have some serious kill points. 11, 12, 13 kills on the board. That is going to cement their spot at the top of the leaderboard. Cosmonauts with only a few kills getting excellent placement in our game number 2. All right, we're going to go to a quick break. Everybody, we're going to get the match set up for game number 3. I do believe it will be on Erangel on the OG map. So stay tuned for that. Thanks, everybody. I've really enjoyed reading everybody's comments in the chat. It's been fantastic to see you all out there supporting your favorite teams, supporting your favorite players. Really do appreciate it. So we'll be back after a quick break. I will catch you guys soon. Man, what a final. And hats off to Summit, man. That was the MVP moment of the match, possibly the whole night. We'll see what happens in game number 3.
The number you have dialed cannot be reached, and that's okay. And that's okay. The number you have dialed cannot be reached, and that's okay.
Klondike, exceptions, nothing that I don't like. My friends keep telling me to quit now, but she's just telling me to keep her. She wants some black magic, she likes to make it classy, even though she's not an addict. She likes to ride Ferrari.
Is it count that giving me the shivers? You wanna look about him as a believer. Every time he's going out to see her, that always and I feel the beat her. Cause what I like is what I got, and after hold the shit with down, I wanna see you shine a light. I also wanna feel the fire.
But now we gotta feel the fire.
Discover all of them desire. I also wanna feel the fire.
Our souls are making up a circle. The body is falling down a spiral.
We have some permanent connection, and we walk down a new direction. I also wanna feel the fire.
But now we gotta feel the fire.
Discover all of them desire. I also wanna feel the fire.
Our souls are making up a
Yo, what's up? I'm back. Alright, we are just getting things ready for game number 3. The third and final match of tonight will be played on Erangel, the map that everybody has downloaded because it is included in the game, so we won't have to worry about Smoko not having the map for our third and final match. So I've checked the advanced room settings, all the settings are correct. Everything is ready to go. We're just waiting for all of the players to get into the lobby. What about that clutch? I can't wait to watch the replay on that, to see Summit's 1v2 clutch against From Hell. That is like one of the most OP clutches I've seen. I might even put the clip on Instagram. I think I will actually. I'll cut it up and I'll get the clip from that, because it was just incredible. I was not expecting it. It was a really, really, really sick clutch, and you know, we all know that feeling when you're in a final circle. The odds are stacked against you. You're going up against a team that qualified for the global finals of PMCO, a team that came second place in Europe, and they're bearing down the hill, and you've only got a rock for cover, but you've got an AKM full of 7.62, and you're able to knock both of those players with it and get the clutch chicken dinner. That's what we want to see here in the Royal Flush Scrims. That's the kind of gameplay I'm all about, baby. Alright. We are just waiting for .x, the organizer, and shout outs to .x. .x also gave me the opportunity to run these scrims. .x on your screen here, Mr. .x. Let's get the boy up here. Show him some love. Give him some chickens. Your boy .x here. He's one of the admins for these scrims. He organizes everything. Huge shout outs to .x from Royal Flush. Absolute legend. Oh, apparently I've got to kick somebody from a slot. We don't, oh, he shouldn't be in there. And then start. Okay, I see you. All right, so we are loading in for our third and final match. It's going to be on the OG map, Erangel. I've been talking to the guys a lot lately about not playing Vikendi and Sanok in comp. Like, there's a lot of scrims, so a lot of people, you know, you can always get that fixed, but I just find that, like, from a spectator's point of view, from somebody who casts, Sanhok, it's so hard to keep up with all the action, and you can't really see anything because of all the trees. And Vikendi is just, I don't like the way the zones work on Vikendi. I don't like the way I don't like the shifts. I just don't find it interesting, personally. I'd like to know what you guys think. Let me know in the chat what your thoughts are. I certainly think there is a place for these maps in comp, but we play them every night. We play, like, it's not like they don't get played. So there's going to be some announcements on my socials soon. Check them out about some upcoming events. And we're just going to have a Wrangle in Miramar. I noticed that Scout from Fnatic is starting a tournament soon, and he's only going to be playing a Wrangle in Miramar. And you know what? Like, I think he's right on the money there. Like, I think from a spectator's point of view, Erangel and Miramar are the best maps for PUBG Mobile Esports gameplay. And we are on Erangel, and we have a flight path from shooting range to Primos. This is a really western flight path. It's right on the left-hand side of the map, ladies and gentlemen. As you can see, this is going to make things very difficult. Like, this is the kind of flight path as an IGL, as an in-game leader of your team. You look at this flight path, and even if your city is underneath it, you think, gee, what if another team decides to drop in our drop location that we're not used to? This really mixes things up, and you know, we like to see a flight path like this, but it is going to put a couple of the teams on their toes. We already see most of the teams out of the plane already. We've got Cosmonauts going to Saverni with AKA your boys Summit, the winner of the last match on Sanhok. We've got Gracious Official just around the North Roshok area. We've got Royal Flush, the Diamond Royal Flush team in North Georgia Pole. Skillshot R in South Georgia Pole. We've got team number 12, which is the Donkers. The Donkers have gone crates because the Donkers, they like to just hang it all out. Let people know where they're from. Watch My GP, of course, in Pachinki. We all know Watch My GP love Pachinki. We've got a bit of action here between a couple of teams that have decided to land and go for vehicles. It hasn't turned out well for Red Dot here. 200 MS, hunting them down. The vehicle's gone past Jin. Jin not taking any shots. Car 98 shots raining out. This is team number 22. Gracious Officials making a retreat. One of them, so they've got all their players up. AKA rolling past in a buggy as well. This is a bit of Mad Max action here early game as our first circle appears. We've also got Octus, TMX Octus OP's gotten a knock onto Shark from team number 8. Velocity Esports. Unsolved rotating past Mongolians in the vicinity as well. Velocity Esports really do like the Roshok area. I've noticed that lately. So we've got a circle centered on the middle of the map. Pretty easy circle. Little bit of it in the southern part is in water. What is Sai doing? Sai is just going for a swim. Okay. It's a nice day for it. Why not? Inda from Mincy. So we've got... let's go back to Roshok where we've got Mongolians in an engagement here with Velocity Esports. Royal's been knocked. He's in open. Hydra's going for the revive, but Octus, we haven't seen Octus in a minute. He's playing with Triggs and NSX. Viking getting the confirm there onto Royale from Mongolian. Octus spots out Hydra with the Mini 14 6X. That's going to make short work of Hydra. Hydra's in big trouble here. One more shot from that Mini 14. Octus has to reload. That's going to give Hydra a little bit of breathing space here before the Mini 14 starts raining out gunfire again. Octus not able to spot the target. We can see him because of his tag. Octus now catching the target. Gets the knock. Going for the first. He will be able to confirm that kill. Early kill points on the board for Velocity Esports. Only a 3-man team, but it doesn't seem to be holding them back. And we've got an absolute bloodbath here in Yasnaya Polyana. Multiple teams fighting. We've got Red Dot, Gracious Official. Gracious Official have not had an easy time early game. It looks like Echelon taken out there by Watch My Gameplay. Do drop in Pachinki, so that must be where those teams are. Pancake from Red Dot and a commanding position on the top of the roof. It is a dangerous position to be in, though. You're going to have to be careful. And they're in vehicles rotating around. These guys are really showing us how it's done. It's using vehicles to rotate around. Jaeger, No Mercy, holding the 3. This is the triple apartment area of Yasnaya Polyana. So these teams are squaring up for a battle. They're in zone. They're outside of zone, so they're going to have to loot up and get into the next circle. Velociraptors have made their way to the Sosnovka military base. Royal Flush looting Ferry Pier. We've got a Claire in Primorsk. That's where they like to go. Zero Death in Watertown. We have seen them there before. It seems to be a spot that they do enjoy to loot early game. Meanwhile, we have team number 10, Victor Gaming, another one of our Mongolian teams, up against the powerhouse from Oceania, Cosmonauts doing very well in the placement points tonight. I've seen them in a lot of late game circles, so they've definitely got their placement points, but the kill points haven't been there. They really need to start getting a little bit more aggressive in the early and the mid game. They're very good at getting into position in the late game, but they need to start taking advantage of that and converting that advantage into kill points so that they get those kill points on the board. Those kill points are going to make all the difference in the final standings. You'll see From Hell probably going to be on the top of the leaderboard tonight. Oh, he went to Primorsk, saw a Claire. Yeah, if I saw a Claire, I mean, I know they dropped Primorsk, so I wouldn't go there, but we've got an absolute standoff here between Victor Gaming and Cosmonauts. Warzone with a beautiful angle on Blancos as he crosses towards the church. A missed opportunity if ever I saw one. Warzone, he should have taken that shot. He can get it again. Blancos is rotating in the open. Doesn't manage to connect. Gives away his position there on top of the rooftop here. That is unfortunate that he did that. He missed an easy knock there, and you can't afford to miss those opportunities. You don't get them too often in scrims like this. Teams don't make too many mistakes. Everybody is on point here. It looks like No Mercy. One of the players unsolved in a vehicle. The rest of the players getting into vehicles. They're going to be disengaging from here. Possibly they've gotten enough loot and now they've decided to get a better position in zone. Red Dot as well have vehicles. They'll be able to disengage, as will Gracious Official. I don't think we're going to see too much more action in Yasnaya as teams are now making their way into circle. Hacker Isu, though, is quite close to Goldie here. He's making his way towards Ferry Pier. And Lionel is on the coastline. I don't think... I wonder if Goldie knows they're there. Goldie is My game crashed? No. It's Goldie's game crashed? My game crashes in like every scrim. I know how Goldie feels right now. His game has crashed. And Eclair looks like they're aware that a player is in the area. They'll have to be careful. They are in open at the moment. Goldie could have gotten a knock onto Lionel if he popped his head out of the window. But he's going to hear the footsteps because Lionel is in the footstep range. So he's going to know that there is a player nearby. And it's going to have to be very careful. He's got the Beryl M762 laser sight strapped to the underside of it. Lionel now pushing inside. Lionel should notice a player in here. Lionel doesn't have a gun out. Goldie goes for the instant knock and confirm onto Lionel. Lionel, the IGL of Eclair, taken out in the early game. Royal Flush getting a kill point. Arrest of Eclair now pushing in. Zeno taking some damage there. His buggy almost taking him out. Mad Dog, Smoko, the IGL of Royal Flush. Didn't have a good first game. Got a fantastic amount of kills on our second match on Sandhawk. Smoko looking to come in and possibly defend Goldie. Goldie will be just letting him know how many players he thinks are in the area. They know it's Eclair. It's not Sun getting a side angle. Okay, this is Royal Flush. Absolutely pincing Eclair here now. Haka Isu spots the push. Not able to get a knock. Zeno, Haka Isu, the last two players up. Hakaisu gets a quick knock, spots Saya, gets a double knock there. Those confirms will come in fast and furious here. It's a vicious battle between Royal Flush, Mad Dog, Smoko, Goldie pushing around the side here. Hakaisu taking a defensive position. Hazard in the middle of these two teams knocked, bleeding out. The clock is ticking. The longer this engagement goes, the less likely it is. Zeno caught in open, spotted out by Smoko. He'll go down quickly. Hakaisu now the last player for Eclair. Both of these teams losing multiple players early game. This is not the position you want to be in. Hakaisu going for the revive. A risky revive to make when there's two players so close by. The nades are being cooked. One nade could end it all. They've gotten the revive. Hazard's back up on his feet. He'll be healing up shortly. Smoko down the ridgeline. Goldie holding another angle here. This is a 2v2 engagement between Royal Flush and Eclair. Lionel, Zeno, Sai and Sun taken out previously. Goldie maneuvering around the broken wall. They might not be aware of his position. If Hazard leans out for too long, Goldie could stand up, get the knock. Doesn't look like Smoko is just crawling around, getting a better position, trying to get a side angle round the back of the house. If he gets a knock, they'll both stand up and push. Shots fired. Hazard's been tagged up. Hakaisu, they're backing out of the compound. These guys are both in zone, taking shots at each other. Circle has centered onto the bridge. Smoko holding the corner of the wall. Both of these players, absolute lasers at any range. Hazard's gone into the house, seeing if he can get a high ground position, an aerial angle on this engagement. The only difference between these two teams at the moment is a sliver of Hazard's health, as the boost slowly heals him up to 100%. Otherwise, it's an even 2v2. Both teams with good positions in the compound. It's turned into a complete stalemate. A nade goes out, doesn't connect. A lot is on the line here. These two teams know each other very well. You can see from the map now, teams making their rotation. There's a lot of congestion around the bridge as teams jostle for a position in the center of zone. Watch my GP and Team Hell. Goldie tagged up. Smoko's in a vehicle. Could be disengaging. Could just be juking out their opponents. Smoko is disengaging. Where is Smoko going? Is he going for another angle? Yeah, it does look like Smoko is going for another angle here. Trying to get a side angle. Just how they started the engagement with Sun. But if Hacker Isu and Hazza realize what Smoko's doing here, they could push Goldie. That would definitely be the move, to push Goldie. They know if they realize he's split, Goldie must be silent right now, not making a move. Smoko's moved all the way around to the other side of the compound. They realize he's split. Goldie comes out, gets one knock. Hacker Isu able to get the second knock. Goldie split from Smoko. Smoko's on the other side of the compound, not able to give any support to his teammate. The flank hasn't worked at all. Smoko now pushing in. He knows Haz has been knocked. This is Smoko's opportunity for redemption to get the 1v2 clutch. Smoko, the clutch king of Oceania. If anyone can do it, he can. Has it quite low. Hacker Isu on half health as well. There's not enough time for them to heal. Hacker Isu, though, with the micro Uzi, is able to take out Smoko. And that is Royal Flush going out early game again, this time to the hands of Eclair. Meanwhile, in the center of circle, Kanek from Hell is the last player. His team has been taken out, so he is the sole remaining member of From Hell. Does look like there was an engagement between them. He has got in the center of zone again, though. Oh, my emulator's crap. I was like, why is everything stopped then? It did really well so far. It managed to make it through 2.5 games. I'm impressed, but it's not perfect. We'll just wait for it to get back in. You can see that circle has shifted. Half of it's in water, actually. Half of the circle is just to the south near the bridge. And a good portion of the circle, there's not a lot of real estate on the map, actually, that's inside the circle. And see teams making their way in. Multiple engagements happening on the periphery of circle as teams are jostling for a way to get in. We've got Cosmonauts fighting with Zero Def up here on the hillside. Beast is knocked. Blankos has to make his way forward. He's got the DP28, 6X on the back of it. Smoke goes out defensively. Prasan's got rabbit head up. Sangnam gets another knock. Gill has a good angle here. If he gets up behind Zero Def, he can cause them all kinds of problems. Cosmonauts, they have to make the push here. They have to get past Zero Def if they want to make their way into circle. Koenig still putting up a hell of a fight. Last player left. Rabbit head spotted out Blankos there. Doesn't take the shot. Blankos punishes him for his sins with the refrag there at the DP28. So they're pushing in. Multiple knocks. Gill now the last player left for Cosmonauts. Cosmonauts in trouble as the blue closes in. Gill the only player in circle. If he can take out Captain Blood is the Sangnam's up as well. Gill's now pushing in, but there's another player from Zero Def up on the hill. He's going for the first, but if he gets spotted by Captain Blood, tags Captain Blood, but Sangnam's nearby as well. Sangnam going for the revive, but the player that was revived has been re-knocked again. Gill getting a crucial double knock here if he gets a first aid off. There are other players. Suraj from AKA is just stealing all of these kills. He's trying to first these knocks. Gill now. Gill getting the squad wipe for Cosmonauts. Picking up the triple kill. Suraj almost takes him out though. He'll have to heal up before making his way into circle. Circle has shifted again. It's shifted towards the bridge. Still a little bit of the circle is in the water. Gill gets the barrel out. I'm not sure whether Gill has a vehicle or not to get into zone, but he's got 7 kill points on the board. We're down to 12 teams. Rogue Nation on the coastline. Mongolians in the water from hell have been taken. Koenig still in it. 200 MS holding the hillside above Pachinki. Watch my GP in one of the few remaining compounds in zone, aka in a compound as well. Royal Flush Diamonds holding the gas station near the bridge. Gill, I don't think he's got a way into zone. The blue hits. He's going to have to find a way in somehow. Eclair rotating past 200 MS in vehicles. They're running the gauntlet. Koenig is just holding quiet in this shack. 9 kills already. His team could take it out tonight. It's very likely. Eclair, Rogue Nation running the gauntlet. Watch my GP on the hillside. Mondo's got eyes on Koenig. Vortex keeping an eye on AKA All Knights Assemble. Have the compound at the base of the hill. 200 MS pull up. Watch my GP. They're going to have to deal with this situation. A whole team's just pulled up. They are quite low. This is the opportunity for Watch My GP to attack. Rogue Nation in the background as well. Suwu knocks Aussie out of the vehicle. Vortex steals the kill instantly. Koenig somehow managed to get the next circle as it shifts further into the zone. Vortex takes Eats down to 1 HP. The nades ring out. Cosmonauts taken out by Playzone. They go out in 11 position. Kanek from the shack takes out Mondo. Vortex, the sole remaining player of Watch My GP. Siwu gets the final kill. 200 MS. Charge up the hilltop. They've got 26 seconds to get into the next circle. Now where have AKA we've got a massive battle here on the side of this ridge between AKA and Team 18. Killer shot. Summit taken out by, I'm not sure who got that kill. C47 got from Velociraptors. C47 Velociraptors holding center zone. They've just created a temporary fort here with vehicles surrounding a shack. A good strategy. That'll give them some hard cover to work with. Looks like Eclair doing the same thing here. It's an open field circle. Everybody's just gone to the shacks. Kanek looking to get a knock out of a vehicle. From hell. Certainly not just on the periphery of zone. Circle has shifted. It's gone to the center of the field. Shots raining out from all sides of the circle. RB, the last player from Skill Shot, knows there's a squad there. Setsuna, Royal Flush. They've got rocks to work with. The only teams in circle are Eclair and Velociraptors. The teams with the shacks could have the game. 200 MS in the circle. Are they in the circle? No, they're just outside of it. They're going to have to make a push. Royal Flush Diamonds crossing the field. Any team spraying the smoke will see the hit markers. Baku hits the ground. Kanex rotating in as well. Smoke goes out from Eclair. They're just keeping the smokes going here. Hazard looks like he's just sitting in the smokes. He spotted out. Baku gets the confirm as well. They can just sit in these shacks and farm up kills. 0 seconds now. 200 MS. Have to make a move. They're in the UAZs. Kanek as well nearby. It's an absolute shooting gallery here. Jin makes it to the shack. Hacker Isu takes him down low. Playzone takes out from hell. Hacker Isu and Hazza able to defend the push from 200 MS. The kill was stolen by Velociraptors. UV getting a double knock. UV putting the hurt into Velociraptors here. They're in trouble. And Royal Flush Diamonds get the next circle. We're down to 3 teams. It's Velociraptors, Eclair, and Royal Flush Diamonds. Setsuna, UVYT, just holding it down. We've got a rock and a buggy for cover. Setsuna gets another knock. Velocigodang sits down. Setsuna tagged up quite low though. C47 got down as well. Hacker Isu in the kill feed. Hacker Isu sprays the smoke. Gets the squad wipe. It's a 2v2 between Royal Flush Diamonds and Eclair. Royal Flush Diamonds have the circle. Their backs against the blue as it pushes in. Eclair start to move forward. Setsune in the grass. Snaking forward. This is the time they need to be standing up. They need to be standing up right now. They can't be on the ground. They've got to take this fight. They've got Eclair have gotten into the next circle. And Royal Flush have just left them, but the next circle pops circle 8, and it's on Royal Flush Diamonds. Eclair still need to push forward. Hacker Isu has a ridgeline to work with. They're not going to be able to hit him from there. He can just pop up. He can jump up and down and take shots. He can spot where these players are. Hacker Isu within meters of Setsuna. Hazza in line of sight of UV. The only thing separating these players is a small ridge and a patch of grass. Whichever one spots the other first, the sound would give it away at this point. They can hear each other. Setsune can hear another players nearby. Not sure of his exact position. Circle closing in. Nades going off. UV behind the rock. Hazza spots one player, gets in the smoke. Knocked by Setsune. Takaisu, the last player left, taken out by UV. Royal Flush Diamonds, winners of game number 3 on Erangel. Hakaisu with 9 kills. Wow. Damn, that's a high that's a pretty high kill count if ever I've seen one. So that is game 3 done. That is all of our matches for tonight. I do believe Hell with the placement and kill points were the winners in the overall standing. So congratulations to From Hell. Fantastic to see this team playing in our scrims, raising up the level of gameplay. Thank you to all the other teams who participated tonight. We've had some amazing final circles. We had some clutch gameplay from guys like Summit there in the last match, and Setsuna and UV as well in this game, number 3 on Erangel, taking out Eclair there in the final circle. Eclair and a 2v2 engagement against Royal Flush official earlier in the game. Hacker Isu and Hazard clutching it up there as well. Velociraptors doing quite well, getting into 3rd place. So thank you everybody who's tuned into the stream. Thanks everybody who's shown the support for their teams. And it's been great seeing Armstrong in the stream as well. Look forward to watching his streams when he's back. Can't wait to see his setup. I definitely think he should do a setup tour. I really want to see what his build looks like. He's got an awesome case. It's going to look sick with the graphics card and the motherboard in there. I might even do one for my setup. I might even do a video on how I've got everything set up. Although his setup's going to be a lot more OP than mine, that's for sure. So, yeah, this has been fantastic. So thanks, Armstrong, for asking me to stream tonight, and DotX for giving me the opportunity. I really do appreciate it. It's always I always have a good time when I'm streaming and casting these scrims. I do miss playing in them to an extent, but that's okay. I'll survive. But I love casting. I love streaming. I love seeing the level of gameplay that we have in Oceania at the moment. It's been an amazing journey to see, where a lot of I've seen these players play for over a year and a half. Some of them have come from different teams and formed new teams, and yeah, it's just really good just to be able to sit back and watch these guys just getting better and better and playing at a higher level. And yeah, I can't wait to I got some announcements soon about some new formats where we're going to be doing. So if you want to get involved in that, check out my socials in the description. If you'd like to join Royal Flush is an amazing clan. They put on scrims multiple times a week. They have multiple teams at a competition and a casual level that you're able to play in. So their Discord server is in the description of this video. So please hit up their Discord server, show them some love. If you want to get involved, that's the place to go. If you like the video, please hit the like button. If you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell. You get notified of whenever I do go live. We stream custom rooms sometimes during the week, but definitely on the weekends, and you can hear all about that on my socials. So once again, thanks everybody for tuning in, and I will catch you guys next time.